Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Real Estate Investor MBA. I'm your co-host, Tejas Gosai. My partner, Jeremy Moyer, is over there. And we have had a ton of support from everybody. And I'll be candid, this started out as just a little pet project to kind of talk about the real estate market and some of the successes of some of the people we've seen. And it's really transformed into a lot of folks wanting the education and information. And we saw a lot of that happen with our last webinar we had on 1031 exchanging, which is one of the greatest vehicles in the real estate game. And we are lucky to have Tina Pashovich with us. But Jeremy, if you want to talk about what we're doing and why we're here.
Absolutely. So we, as Tejas just said, we started this podcast. We're super excited. If you want to check it out, you can go to realestateinvestormba.com. We're also streaming on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, TuneIn, and iHeartRadio. You can subscribe and download all the past episodes. We had a ton of great interviews, great feedback. We're really trending right now. If you think we're providing value, please give us a 5-star review. It just helps get the word out, find more people, change more lives, that type of thing. So we're excited. We have Tina here today. As Tejas mentioned, we had an event last month. We have an exciting event on September 24th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where Tina's going to go into advanced strategies for real estate investors. She gave me a sneak peek about a week or two ago. I was not aware of half of these. So I've never heard of these before. I don't know anybody teaching this. So this is a must-watch episode. This is a little teaser that we're doing. So Tina's going to go over one strategy and one case study pertaining to that. Just kind of give you guys a little idea of what you can expect. So there's only 100 people that can register for the event, so please register to save your seat. So Tina, welcome to the show. We're glad to have you here this afternoon. You just want to give a 30-second overview of who you are, what company you work for, and then we'll
Old Republic Exchange.
Hey, no, thank you, Jeremy, and thank you, Tejas. I'm excited to present again on the 24th and get into a little bit more depth on the world of 1031 exchanges. So yes, my name is Tina Pashovich. I'm the Eastern Agency Representative for Old Republic Exchange. We're a direct subsidiary of Old Republic Title. All we do are the 1031 exchanges. So again, I'm excited to present again on the 24th. A lot of real estate investors are aware of 1031 exchanges. However, many are not aware that there are different types of exchanges and many different ways to structure an exchange for your benefit. So case study I want to present, a little teaser for the presentation on the 24th. In essence, you need to reinvest all of your net proceeds into a replacement property to defer 100% of your capital gains tax. However, oftentimes an exchanger, for example, you may sell a property for $100,000. Maybe your replacement property is $90,000. So that's $10,000 difference. So you're going to be on the hook for that $10,000 difference and pay your tax. Well, that's fine and dandy. That's not a huge difference. We do partial exchanges often. Well, in this particular case study that I'm about to present, I had a client that actually sold a property for $1 million. And their replacement property was $600,000. So there was that $400,000 difference. So again, that difference is what is referred to as boot, and that is taxable at your capital gains tax rate. So I inquired with the exchanger, what are your plans? Are you going to identify another property? Or, are you aware of this taxable boot and the consequences? Have you consulted with your CPA? And their response was, yes, they're aware. They're prepared to pay the tax on that and use the remaining funds to pay for improvements on their replacement property. Well, fortunately, we had this conversation because one of the types of exchanges is called the improvement exchange. So in this case, if they had run the exchange as a standard exchange, these exchangers would have been paying close to $160,000 in capital gains tax, just on that $400,000 difference. And they were going to use the remaining funds on their improvements. Well, with an improvement exchange, you can use all of that money rolled into the exchange. So how that works is you enter into your exchange agreement with a qualified intermediary, again, before your replacement property closes. And in the case of an improvement exchange, the qualified intermediary forms an exchange accommodation title holder. So in this case, Old Republic Exchange is going to form a title holder, hold title to that replacement property while the improvements are being constructed. So it's a great strategy to use all of your exchange funds into a property that needs improvements.
So I got to jump in because the law, like the exchanger can't touch the money.
Correct.
And so you tethered that with that process and it kept everything super clean. So the government said, yeah, great job.
Exactly. So in a typical exchange, the qualified intermediary in the standard exchange, we don't hold title, but we're the middleman and the contract is assigned to us. So that way the exchanger does not have active or constructive receipt of the funds. In an improvement exchange, again, we're required to hold title. And that is so that the money being used for the improvements is not controlled by the exchanger. So again, that's why we're holding title.
And it sounds like the key is identifying that up front. So you choose the right exchange path to stay compliant.
You have to have all your ducks in a row. So you're going to still have that 45-day identification period. So you're going to identify the replacement property as well as the capital improvements in writing. And then you still have 180 days in total to complete that exchange, including the improvements. So you need to have a good contractor and have all that well thought out and planned in order to successfully complete this type of exchange.
Are there any extension allowances?
No extensions, absolutely not. So yes, you're held to that 180 days unless there's a substantial contingency like a hurricane or something like that designated by the IRS. Absolutely no extensions.
That's what I was going to say. Sorry to interrupt you for a minute, Jeremy, but being in the private equity fund world now, since I've kind of jumped into this with the Lehigh Valley Private Equity Fund, it is, you are not a realtor, and the laws and, even going back to the Constitution, it's like incredible, the rules that you have to know. But, your client would have never known that had they not been in communication with you. And so that's what Jeremy and I are here to prevent, because we have a ton of clients and a ton of friends and investors and people that syndicate deals with us that just don't know what they don't know. And we're victims of that too. Like I know enough to be dangerous with 1031. Jeremy, it's fair to say, like you didn't know half of this.
No.
And now that we found Tina, this is the fun part. Like, Tina, you're taking a lot of time out of your schedule to help us with this initiative. And it's already helped me in my own real estate business. I think we've sent you a few clients. And it's great to just, say, look, we scoured the country to find the best folks that can do this. And if you can explain what your insurance numbers are that make you guys reputable?
Absolutely. So when you are looking for a qualified intermediary, you don't want to do a Google search because it's a highly unregulated industry. So you want to look for a company tied to a larger title company or bank. Old Republic Exchange has the highest insurance in the industry. So just a nod to Old Republic Exchange.
Yes. So that's incredible. I got my stuff out, Jeremy. I'll talk forever. I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah, I mean, this, again, on the 24th, Tina's going to go over multiple different advanced strategies. This promotion really is just a short video interview that we did with Tina to kind of show you what there is to expect. I was unaware of this type of exchange. I thought it was very valuable. Normally you would maybe discount this type of project if you're looking at doing 1031, and you don't need to. So the key is to understand what's out there, reach out to experts, like Tina and her company, if you're entertaining one. And it's really, like Teja said, we're just trying to bring knowledge to the forefront.
This is going to be a full hour long, and this is the advanced one. So can I say that we might eventually have a 2-hour one day?
Absolutely. I can tailor it any way you wish. There's so many intricacies to the world of 1031 exchanges. very simple concept, again, with a lot of detail.
Yeah, thank you for helping us bridge the gap and bring it all to our listeners and viewers.
My pleasure. I look forward to the 24th.
Awesome.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Look forward to seeing you there.
Cheers. Take care, everyone.